What up, Lena? Hey, guess what? We are those motherfuckers!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Frolfcenter, presented by Frolfer Magazine. I'm Austin Lytle, and per usual, joined with the co-host himself, Adam. What is up, brother?
Dude, it's been a month since we've done this, and I'm afraid I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Honestly, I feel like
it's
lost.
like riding a bike. It's like riding a bike. It's April 26, 2022. We're on our feet. We're breathing. We're still playing disc golf, and it's Frolfcenter, bro. And it's on Tuesday.
Well, I know it's only Tuesday. We're moving to Tuesdays. That was maybe we should have put that in the news. It's just easier for everybody involved. We're going to go to Tuesdays. You're going to see more Cody because we're on Tuesdays as well. Although not tonight. That guy got the Rona. So
he's drinking the Coronas.
He's hacking away. He said he feels pretty bad. He didn't want to come on the show.
I hope he's sipping them out of a nice little like saucer. You know what I mean? Just like a cat would.
He's just exactly sipping out of a saucer, sitting on his porch. He speaking of saucers and cats, Cody bought the #1 Halo Polecat, and I'm not gonna blow his spot up here, but if you go to the dollar disc golf auctions, you can see what that went for, and it's a lot of fun. I do not have a Halo star, but I do have one of these guys. I did get one of those, so it's pretty good. I'm Adam.
Those Halo stars eventually.
Well, I'll tell you that. What's that?
You gonna need the Halo star eventually?
Eventually, yeah. But I'm going to tell you, I didn't have to explain a giant joint account purchase when I bought these for $25.
I wasn't going to bring that up, but yeah.
I wasn't going to bring it up either. But anyway, he might be in the comments. Who we got? Damn, man. Best of luck, Cody and Patel. Yeah. Hey, Billy. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Billy's been hanging out at Dickerson. So good to see that dude again. How are you, buddy? Yeah,
just a reminder before we get into this stuff. Social medias, it's all on the bottom. Frolfer.com, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
and Twitch.
And social medias.
Yeah, we do social media stuff. Yeah, we'll check that box off. Cool. It's been a month since we've done this. I think we kind of touched on it just a second ago, but since we've last seen you, the thing happened. Like the actual thing happened. We actually got Halo Polecats from Innova.
Could it be the guests we've had with the Polecat World Championships coming on the show?
Right. Harper Alexander, who his box is in the mail. It literally went out today. I keep telling him it was in the mail, but I was waiting for a shipment of hats to come in so I could send them all out. So he's got a bunch of stuff going for the Polecat World Championships from us. So
that's dope. I think it's going to be fun. It looks like there's some big names at the Polecat World Championships.
Yeah, well, Drew Gibson's going to be there. Juliana Korver's supposed to be there. I think I saw Eric Oakley might be there.
Okay.
Yeah, because Oakley's got one in the bag this year.
I mean, might as well be a world champ at something, right?
That would be a good one. But they've been dropping them, and it's so funny because I'm on that Innova group, the Polecat people group, and literally when those things drop, there's a guy who's got a Python script running on his PC that tells you when the Innova Pro Shop updates the change of the status of a disc. So he's got it set to the Halo Polecat page. So I'm tuned in, man. I'm keyed into this. If they go up, my phone blows up with Facebook notifications. We're in the chime. Exactly. There he goes. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. Good call, Joe Costa. They do have coverage for 3 of the cards at the Polecat World Championships.
Really?
Yeah, I want to. Now I got to go.
Are they doing live coverage or what?
Not live. It'll be post-produced. Let me see here. If I can find it real quick.
Who's doing it?
I think GK Pro is going to be out there and somebody else. Dude, it's it's legitimate. It's legit. I got to find. I don't want to misspeak here. But let's see what we got here. We do have Gatekeeper, not GK Pro. Gatekeeper's filming a card of Korver, Brathwaite, Barsby, and the 2021 Polecat World Champs Marco Benitez and Harper Alexander on a card. Now, Central Coast is filming an 11:45 a.m. card of Drew Gibson Anthony Barella, Jen Allen, the 2020 champ who was Dylan Cantu, and Corey Morrell, the disc golf guy. Johnny Disc Golf, not disc golf guy. Yeah,
Johnny
dude. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening for the. I mean, dude, it's insane. It has become a thing. What up, Greg Stone? Good to see you, my man.
I think we need to have a Southeast championship.
Well, Dallas has already set one up. Dallas or somewhere in Texas is doing a POLECAT challenge. It'll be a qualifier for the 2023 POLECAT, right? So we definitely, I think we need like a Redan. Redan be a good POLECAT.
Ooh, Redan would be a great cat course.
Yeah, Redan would be fun, and then plus it's you can everyone loves Redan. That would be good.
What
up, Felix? How are you, bud?
So I can do this.
Yeah. There you go.
So recently in the news.
Oh yeah. Let me. Sorry. I gotta get back.
Congratulations to our long lost guest Calvin Heimberg.
Yep.
Vinny gets a Winnie.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty fun to watch. I enjoyed it. Twitter talk was about Calvin Heimberg, not Calvin being a shark.
So yeah, watching Twitter. Well, yeah, Twitter like the day before, and Calvin's kind of doing a little run. It looks like he's going to do something. Everyone's like, "Well, he doesn't finish. Vinny doesn't finish stuff. Vinny's just kind of meters." I think people are actually just mistaking Vinny's demeanor for not having a killer instinct, and that's what I was seeing on Twitter. But look at what he did.
Though.
Yeah, I mean that talk is gone now.
I think you can't say that anymore. Yeah, he's definitely got that killer mentality. And as well as Calvin shooting well, we got our local hero Alden Harris doing well, but also I think the hot round was Simon Lizotte.
Yeah, like 14 down or something, maybe 14 or 16
from like the 15th or 16th card back, and like
it was crazy.
Before Alden even started his round, he was in second place.
Yeah, it was absolutely. Let's see if I can find the Simon Lizotte. It was a 1093-51 in the second round.
So he gets 1093, but Paul gets 1092 for 16 down.
Yeah, at arguably a harder course. Yeah,
correct.
What happened there? Is that a propagator issue?
It can't be a propagator issue. You had the top 100 people in the world there. Yeah, I mean that's what I have no idea. It seemed bizarre. There was an uproar on social media about it. Like, why isn't that not 1100? Oh, absolutely. I'm still baffled that it is. I will never understand the actual like disc golf ratings and how those numbers come to be. You know. Oh, Costa's coming in al dente with it's an OB problem. Maybe, yeah, because there's no OB. There's not enough of zero OB. There's one spot at Jackson, isn't there? Right. I mean, so you're telling me if we added Turkey Gulch back and added all that unofficial OB, like with lines and ropes, it would be a harder course? I mean, of course, it's going to rate harder. Like Winthrop rates. It would rate harder? Yeah. You know? Have you ever played Jackson with Turkey Gulch? Did you? No, I have not. I've heard absolutely insane things about it. I mean, Turkey Gulch was a stretch of 3 holes that were all under 280 feet. Oh, really? And they all like kind of crisscrossed each other. Well, not like it went bop, bop, and then bop, like a little triangle, so to say. Yeah. So basically, where hole 16 is now on coverage, that little uphill Anheuser. That was one of the holes. And what? But anyways, so the weirdest thing, the weirdest thing about that though, a lot of artificial OB on there too. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, Turkey Gulch. Look at it. Travis Hurt was just straight thumbs down on Turkey Gulch. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people hated it, but now that you talk about like artificial OB being the reason that the ratings are higher, like, what sense does it make? Cody says something about score separation too, which might be part of it, but I don't know. There's a lot going on there. WR Jackson is a very, very hard course, and it didn't look very hard at this time. I mean, he shot 3 strokes above the next person at that course. Weren't there 3 course records right in a row? It was 12, 13, 16? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like in the span of 18 hours? Right. I mean, makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. And also, I wrote this in the notes, but like, they really ought to do Zonesboro zones. Like, there's got to be a Zonesboro Discraft thing they can do, right? It's sponsored by Prodigy every year, so. Yeah, Burr had the record for like an hour and a half or something. Right. Yeah, it's sponsored by Prodigy though, Adam.
Oh,
Dodge
okay.
baskets.
That's why there won't be any Zonesboroughs. Yeah.
I don't think
Greg, you can't see him because
Zonesboroughs.
you're watching on YouTube, and we're also streaming on Facebook where most people are reacting. That's probably why. Wait, here we go. I personally have shot 12, 13, and 16 on WR Jackson, but it was all over. Yeah, that sounds. I got you, Felix. You and I golf similarly. Although Felix is picking up on me. Felix has got me cooked right now. Cool.
Yeah, shout out to the kid Alden Harris too for leading the tournament for 2 rounds and being on the lead card. It was cool to watch him.
Yep, that was good. And yeah. Anyway, let's get into it because I know everybody wants to talk about it. Yeah, Elaine King called in to the tournament to talk about a problem she saw on a card, and it was.
She did not call in. She sent a text message to her Kristen TATTAR'S competitor's caddy.
Well, that was after she tried to get to Kristen. We're going to butcher this, but there's really good interviews out there. Paige did a really good one on Nick and Matt. Elaine did Smashbox. All of this information is available.
Oh, yeah.
But it happened. The tournament was incredible. And this thing kind of took over all of the conversation about the tournament.
Correct. And just the way it finished and everything, you could tell there was some sort of demeanor that had changed at some point in the round. And I don't know, it just felt off watching that tournament.
Yeah, it got deflated. What do you think about somebody calling into a caddy to say, hey, I'm seeing something? Anybody. If it's somebody at home watching, if it's somebody in the gallery.
I don't think that's it's actually insane. I mean, I can't imagine doing that. And what brings you to the point where you need to do that? And okay, so we also have the rule that video evidence can't be a rule,
right?
And so there's video evidence for a ruling.
There's another question too, because the angles that were available to Elaine and to Ian and those folks in the booth are more than what you see on DGN. So the average viewer couldn't text into a caddy and say, I saw this on DGN, if it was one of the 7 other angles, the 7 other cameras that they can see that we can't see that aren't coming through the live. Right. That's one issue. I think, I heard a lot of people talk a lot about it, and I've tried to stay pretty calm about it. Because we didn't know about it until Kristen TATTAR even said anything. Nobody knew about it. But one of the things I will say, when Elaine was on Smashbox, she said, if I wasn't in the booth, if I was at home watching, I don't know that I would have texted someone. And that to me felt kind of like the oops part of it to me. Was that,
she never owned, I feel like she never owned up to feeling wrong for it.
Yeah, and I don't want to pile on Elaine King. Elaine King's a legend. She's a sweetheart. Her motives were pure. I don't think she was trying to give anyone an advantage.
It's right. I think she's just doing her board member duties as trying to promote the rules, but you were not in a position to promote rules, and it maybe just be a friendly hey, next time we can't be doing this at a majors type of deal, because that's how disc golf is. You've always given that one chance for foot faults or whatever else prior to rules changes.
I do think DGN should probably say we have a new policy. You cannot contact anyone in the field of play unless it's an emergency while you're on camera. Maybe, that might be a good thing for DGN to just come out and say, hey, we're just going to tell people to put their phones away while they're in the booth, if that's a possibility.
Right. Absolutely. You shouldn't be near your phone in the booth. So that's kind of another issue in itself, but
yeah, Travis makes a point too. It really sucks to feel like an a-hole for enforcing the rules. I think everybody feels that way in disc golf.
Everybody feels that way because we're all friends. We're all family.
Yeah, we're all,
it is that way.
Yeah,
but it's a self-officiating sport, so it's only the members on the card should be calling the rules. And not to mention, this was the lead card of the first major of the year. How many representatives were there following the card prior to the rule being called?
You could look in there and see 10 or 12 folks in there that you've watched play before, that have been on these tournaments, for work tournaments, have been legends in the game. Everyone's there. It's a new rule that was fresh on everyone's mind. That's part of it. I do want to say, though, before we lose track of it, the tournament was fantastic.
Oh, absolutely.
It was run extremely well. It was really fun to watch. W.R. Jackson showed out like it does. It was excellent. There was a lot of drama beyond this that was great also. So
right, the disc golf was great. The DGPT / PDGA merge seemed to be good.
Robert Leonard did tell me that they had, I believe, one provisional all weekend, and it wasn't even really a provisional. It was like, hey, I just need to clarify this. But like, look, that was it. The course was set up straightforward and perfect, and nobody could say anything about that. It went really well. I feel bad that this thing has overshadowed it, but it is an important thing we got to talk about now that we have live coverage. You know,
I mean,
we never had this problem before.
Magazine, we're here to talk about it. You know.
Yeah, we are. Cool. All right, but then next week,
payback from way back though, yo.
Payback.
I mean, she comes back and just absolutely dominates the field in Jonesboro.
Smash.
I mean, I was impressed. I really don't think I could have beat her on that course at that point. You know, she looked like she was laying down some good shots and she had a goal in her mind. You could tell.
I saw a stat that was something like her average win margin is like 7 strokes now in Elite Series.
Jeez.
Which is terrifying.
I just learned she just started playing only 9 years ago.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
and
insane.
I don't remember her, and maybe I'm just missing it. I don't remember her having such a forehand like 2 years ago.
No, I don't think so. It's definitely developed and new, and it looks a lot like her partner Silver Lots, honestly.
Yeah.
Like it looks good.
Kat and Paige had kind of two, the weeks have been a little. Paige had a good week. Kat had an off week last week, and then Jonesboro, they were both kind of just not cranking.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're holding off for the next major, or
I think Paige said something.
Who's to say that I'm struggling? Who's to say that we can say that they're struggling? Maybe it's just it was an off weekend.
For
They'll
sure.
be back next weekend.
Yeah, I think seeing Kat merch show out was kind of awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. In the home state too. Another Frolfer bump.
Well, Frolfer bump. I don't know. Maybe. Dude, did you see any of the coverage of her like showing people spiders on her disc, like right to the DGN camera? She just walked up to the camera, and start talking to them. It was absolutely fucking hilarious. It was great.
I mean, that's the most Cat merch thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, she threw this little flick through the woods, and she turns around, deadpan to the camera, was like, "That was a good shot. I don't care what you say." I was like, "That's the most Cat merch thing I've ever seen in my entire life." What do we have in the comments here? That's probably. I think he's talking about Kristen Tatar there, and that's absolutely true.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll make calls for Worlds when Worlds comes, but
yeah, we'll see how healthy everybody looks. The Augusta women's group had banging food for Thursday and Friday. I'm assuming that's because Al Dente here was handling it.
Yeah, I bet they were.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, it was nice to see Tatar come back. That was it. It was crazy to see her come back and just absolutely smash too, because it's kind of like she said.
I almost expected it after seeing her emotions on 18 at Jackson. I was like, she's going to go out and not lose next week.
Yeah.
Maybe even DDO as well. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean DDO especially works for her if it's windy because she's smart enough to play. She figured out the wind in Jonesboro like the middle of the first round, and I saw her throw this one putt that basically came up, slowed down, went over the basket, and dumped in. And I'm like, she's got the wind figured out. It was probably like a 40-footer, but it was one of those 40-footers that gets a little scary. I was like, she just watched it in the whole way. She was ready to walk when it went. I was like, she's got the wind figured out. So
for sure,
DDO might just be whatever it needs to be. So, yes. So it looks like Eagle might be hurt again. He said so. He's not 100. He wasn't 100% back at wherever. I think I started to see stuff on Twitter today that sounded like maybe he was going to have to take some time off and heal up. I hope not. He spent the night in my driveway the week before, and I hope that didn't fuck him up somehow. Get well soon, my dude.
What?
In the van, dude. Yeah, I didn't even say. I said like 9 words to the guy. I got a call from Courtney McCoy. He's like, "Yo, Eagle needs to stay somewhere. Can you park in your driveway?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got a whole guest room." He's like, "Nah, bro, I'm good. We're just gonna get to bed." Like, came in and showered, went out to the van, went to sleep, was gone by like 6:30 in the morning. Oh,
he was with his girl too, right?
Yeah, Ratana was there, and that's how Courtney knew. Courtney knew to call me because she knew Ratana, and she's like, these people are cool, we're good. So, but yeah, I don't think he even knows it was our house, which is probably good because I wrote an article about his temper like a year ago, And so if Courtney was like, it's Frolfer Magazine dude's house, he might like look us up and be like, nah, I'm not staying there. Fuck that guy. So,
well, I mean, he did have a bad attitude a couple years ago, and that's kind of why he hurt his hand. And I mean, I think I don't know what his injury is now, but he was taking some time off prior to the major.
Yeah. I think it was something about his shoulder again. And was it his shoulder or his elbow that he screwed up with that forehand 360 in the basement coverage thing?
Elbow.
It was the elbow. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
well, hopefully he's all right. Hopefully this is all overblown. It's his shoulder. That's what, okay, Donovan's got it.
Good. Get better. You're better, buddy. You're too good.
Oh, for what it's worth, I spent 5 hours at Frolfer's house and puked up an entire Reese's pie the next morning. That had nothing to do with disc golf, though. Oh, man. Okay. Anyhow.
Local news.
Local news. We already talked about Paul, didn't we?
We did talk about Paul. I mean, it was
talk about Paul.
It was impressive, but
he didn't get it.
He
didn't get it. Cool. Local news. All right. I want to give a big shout out to V-Sky and the in-town Atlanta disc golf crew. They had 109 people show up for an OTB C-tier flex start at Perkerson Park on a Monday. 109 people showed up. I think maybe 90. You'll tell me in the comments. 94 played. Another 15 people showed up just to hang out because sometime in the middle of the day, they're just like, oh, yeah, by the way, James Conrad and Nate Perkins are coming over. Get here and have a good time. They'll sign discs. They're going to be selling stuff. Have a good time. So
yeah, that's insane. That's awesome, though.
Yeah, 109 played.
I missed out. I had no idea it was even going on. I mean, not that I could have taken Monday off, but it was like, what?
I went out and played at 10 a.m. on a card with some real good dudes like Corey Nichols, Barry Arnson, Stephen Pouchet, and the other guy's name I can't remember. I think it's Sam Samowski, but that guy was fun. But the OTB Roadshow, that's what it was, Joe. Thank you very much. But I will tell you, I'm now an MA40, and I love it because I can shoot like shit and take third place. So it feels awesome. I love it.
Talk some shit to those MA40 guys.
Congrats, Barry, on your 2-over win. I love it.
Really?
He was 2 over. Somebody was, I think Joe Costa was 5 over. I was 7 over, and then it was like 9, 11, 12 or something for the round in and out. But it was kind of windy, and I wasn't playing well Monday morning.
It's never really that windy at Perkerson.
It was a little windy. Okay, but some other stuff went on this weekend that you were telling me about that I don't even know about. That's really good.
Right? So. Yeah, that was the Spring Open presented by I think it was Doggone Good Disc Golf, ran by Mark Sheldon. This one took place at Chattahoochee Point, and which we had a new course record at both days.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Correct. Course record first round. Jacob Chesser at Chattahoochee Point. Granted, the pin positions are all on the shorts right now. They're supposed to be changed next week. And Little Mulberry, where Nathan Goodwin shot the new course record at Mulberry. Both of them were 45s.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Very nice. Joe Cost, correct me. He was +4, not +5. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Joe.
Goodwin edged out Chesser by 1 in the final round coming off the second card.
Oh, really?
Yikes. Yeah.
You've been playing Lula, you said, though. That's what you've been doing?
Yeah. The next big one coming up in Georgia is going to be the Zipline Open held by Atlanta's own K Johns. We need to have him on the show sometime soon.
Yeah, he was. He tried to hijack this show tonight with a little post. I put up the graphic saying Chris Dickerson was on. And he's like, well, I guess I get bumped, even though I do have the highest paying B tier in the history of the state of Georgia. Blah 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 blah. I was like, come on, man.
I mean, that is very true, and I don't know why it didn't cross my mind to reach out to him. But
yeah, we should definitely. That guy's a trip. I'd like to talk to him. I'd like to get in the weeds of disc golf with that guy.
That guy definitely gets into the weeds. I mean, he's push mowing himself into the weeds every tournament. He's the hardest working man in disc golf.
Yeah, he does.
I look forward to this weekend, man. It's should be a well ran event at least by K Johns.
Cool. So weeded, and that says something coming from Cody James Vitale. Yeah. Gilbin such fire round. Cool. Frolfer Fridays is still going. It's the penultimate week this week. We're from the shorts. We're gonna be from the longs next week. Here are all the details. Go to our Facebook. Go to Atlanta Disc Golf Facebook. You find anything about it. Short pats. And remember, if you go bogey free, either layout, I'll buy your first beer at Halfway Crooks after the round. So I've only had to buy 2 beers so far. I think we've had 3 people go go down, go bogey free. Jack Curran did it twice. I think Sam, who did it the other? Somebody else did it one time, didn't take me up on it, and maybe one of Jack's friends did it too. So maybe 4 people.
But did they win it?
Jack Curran did, I think. Maybe not. No, Grayson Ross. I think Grayson Ross had 2 bogeys and won it that week. That was week 1, I think. I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to tell me better, so I'm not really paying attention. Billy Donovan did. That's right. Billy Donovan couldn't. He had to go. He could not come out and get his stuff, but minus 10 bogey free. That was right. Billy did do that.
That's solid.
Yeah, Grayson Ross did go bogey free one time. That's right, but not every week, which is weird. Also, the big one, big fun one. We got Chris Dickerson coming in a couple of minutes. I just got a text from him. He's gonna pop on here in a second. But I did want to tell you guys about a little thing that's going on with the In-Town Atlanta Disc Golf Club. Frolfer Magazine is a part of it. And Sweetwater 420 Fest is a part of it. We're having a pre-fest disc golf party in Perkerson Park Thursday morning at 9:30. $5 to play. That money goes straight to the DeKalb Memorial Disc Golf Course Fund. For another $5, you get on for CTPs and some tiered payout. There are at least 8 free CTPs. I think Ryan Sage was telling me it might be a CTP on every hole at this point. And then you got beer, you got Frolfer stuff, you got discs, all sorts of stuff we're giving away. Just want to make sure we get that plug in. But our guest is here. Austin, do you want to give this man an introduction?
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about the majors and all the other big tournaments that's been here. I got to give a warm welcome to my good friend and our good friend, Mr. Chris Dickerson, and now 2-time major champion, right?
There he is. Let me get him on the big screen. There he is.
How's it going?
What up, Chris?
What up, Chris?
Hey, how are y'all doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing good.
Dude, this season is firing off, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You're crushing it, man. I got to ask, the first major of the year, you make a big statement. It's IDGC. You know it well. I guess the adjustment to Discraft went pretty well, huh?
Yeah. Since switching over, I've told a lot of people it's like whenever you've been playing for a company, a brand new disc comes out, and you're just eager to try out that disc and learn how it flies. So instead of doing that with 1 disc, maybe 2 discs, I've done that with a whole new bag. So it's been an exciting transformation, and I've had a lot of fun with it so far.
Hell yeah. Are you throwing anything wacky, like anything that maybe you don't see a whole lot of people bagging?
Yeah. So the biggest disc recently is the DGA Bonsai. I threw that a lot at IDGC, really liked it. But yeah, it's not really a popular disc, and I don't see why it's not that popular. It complements the Undertaker really well, I think. But besides that, no, pretty much. Well, the Challenger OS, I'm throwing that.
Okay.
That's another disc that a lot of people don't really throw or putt with. But yeah, I think it's a great disc.
Nice. And I think everybody here wants to know about your buzzes, what your buzzes are, what plastic you're doing them in, what you're carrying in the bag, how you're running those, because that's the bread and butter of that bag, isn't it?
It is. As far as the mid-ranges, my Tour Series buzz is the ESP plastic. It's swirly. I've got a couple of those that come in and out of the bag, but predominantly I'm throwing Z buzzes. They're a little on the more overstable side, at least for me. And yeah, I think I've got 2 in there at the moment, both Z plastic. One's a little more overstable than the other, but yeah.
Nice. Dan Hastings wants to know, are you still bagging the XL?
So I had it in the bag at IDGC for hole, let's work backwards, 13, 12, hole 11. I had it in there for that shot because it was a hyzer out of the hand that needed to flip and hold over late. The Undertaker wasn't doing it for me because it just wasn't flippy enough. So I had the XL in there for that. And I'm sure it'll come in and out of the bag throughout the year. But for right now, we're playing in Kansas, more windy. So it's not going to be in the bag out here in Kansas.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, I mean, a buzz is basically going 430 feet, obviously, on hole 11 at WR Jackson. So, I mean, That fills it. That fills a giant slot, actually.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
How do you?
So the Buzz is I'm sorry. The Buzz is a mid-range that I can really power on. I can get it to go a little further. Kind of, it overlaps a little bit with the fairway slot. You know, you can throw it easy. You can throw it really hard. It's just it's a good disc and it covers a lot of shots.
I mean, we're talking about your discs, but you just dropped today that you have a new website coming out. I think we need to mention first and foremost. Yeah, the Cinco de Mayo, is that right, or Cinco de Cuatro?
Yeah, one of the two. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's one or the other.
I think it's like 5-5 or 5-6. It's one of the. It's for 5-4. It's one of those days.
Yeah, let me check and make sure. What day is the website? 5-4 or 5-3?
5-3. Cinco de
5-3
Tres.
at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern time.
And
Thank
what
you,
all is
Brittany.
Yeah, thanks. And what all is this website going to hold?
So it's going to have clothing. It's going to have discs. I'm trying to think.
How long have you been working on it?
Since the beginning of the year. Just trying to get which disc, which molds. No, it's up at the country club. Yeah, which disc, which molds. The clothing was really just picking out what we thought would be best for this time of the year and what was popular. You know, basically the things that anybody that's trying to sell clothing would do. So yeah,
I
we've
saw
come
some
up
of the
with a few different
graphics that look pretty
designs.
cool.
Yeah. We've come up with a few different designs that I think people are going to like, but you know, only time will tell. We'll see.
And not a lot
Discraft
of people
seems to be
like
really.
orange.
I would say Discraft's been leaning into that too. Like Paige has got her whole thing. Macbeth's got his own thing. Is that something Discraft's helping out with too? Doing a lot of that.
Yes. So
program.
yeah, that was part of my my deal with them was I would have my own website and be able to sell discs, clothing, etc. on there.
Awesome. Felix Vega wants to remind everyone that you are also the 3-time tree strike champion as well from Ace Run Pro.
Yes. And if you don't know about the Tree Strike Challenge, it is a challenge from Ace Run Pro where we'll play a course, usually a pretty wooded course, and every time that somebody on the card hits a tree, it's counted as an OB stroke. So you play the course like you normally would, but every time you hit a tree, you add a stroke in. So it adds up really quick. And everyone so far has had Zach Melton in it, but the last one we brought in Eric Oakley, and it is just a riot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it with Zach hitting that stump. Is that like a half stroke?
Oh yeah,
a half bogey, or is that not even a tree?
I can't remember what we counted it as. Honestly, I was too busy trying to catch my breath from laughing so hard.
Yeah, you did look like you were cracking up at that for sure.
So, I mean, the new contract's gotten you guys a pretty sweet new ride too, huh?
Yeah, that was another part. So they give us an RV to travel around in, and yeah, it's made things a little bit easier for sure.
Dude, I bet, and as far as the financial spot, I think it's helping a lot too. It takes a lot of stress off of that week to week. I've seen you say before.
Mm-hmm.
Anything in particular you're looking forward to this year? Tournament wise?
Yeah, there's always a few. I always look forward to USDGC, Vermont, and a few more here and there.
Where's Worlds at this year?
Ledgestone. Worlds is here in Emporia, so we get
womp womp.
We get a taste of it now, and we get to come back in a month or two. September. So quite a bit off.
You know, we're Atlanta boys. We want the trees, man. We can't do that golf course shit. It's like nah. But
yeah,
good.
Emporia is not bad, but it could use a few more trees. That's for sure.
Yeah. Is there anywhere you're going this year? Because you haven't done like the full. This is your first full touring year, like heavy stack tour, right?
Yeah, this is the most I've ever.
Is there
played.
anywhere you haven't been yet that you're going this year that you're really looking forward to?
Maybe I think it's the Des Moines Challenge. I think is what the tournament's called.
Okay.
That one looks pretty wooded. Looks like a pretty nice course, so I'm looking forward to going there.
Cool. Nice. That'll be fun. Any cities or anything? Like, are you going to eat fried chicken everywhere you go, or are you going to get out to like the West Coast and have some seafood?
Definitely no seafood. I'm not a fish person.
Never, huh? Damn.
No, never.
Only chicken.
Yeah, the best chicken so far has been Nashville. They're known for their hot chicken.
Do you eat hot chicken?
Hattie B's. I don't eat hot chicken, but you can get plain chicken at any of those places. Hattie B's is where it's at. I had it for the first time this year, and I think Jaybird has told me to go there before.
We got one in Atlanta now, right down the street from my house.
We've got one
right down the road.
We'll take you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Hattie B's
must
is
be
the
nice.
shit. You're right.
Yeah, we got one on little 5 points now. Man, before I know you've got something going on. We want to let you go pretty quick. Is there anything else coming out that people need to know about, need to keep an eye on besides that website? You got new discs dropping? You got any secret stuff you want to tell us that nobody will know?
Not that I know of. Just the website, the Tour Series discs. That's about it.
Awesome.
All right, brother. Chris, tell the people where you find you.
Instagram, Facebook,
Cameo.
and now on Cameo.
Oh, Cameo.
Cameo from Chris.
Yo,
Dickerson.
what's your price on Cameo, Chris?
We're still working on it right now.
Still working on that? Okay, cool.
75.
Do what?
Awesome. Oh no, that's awesome. That's cool. Cameo's gonna be fun.
I want a cameo of Chris Dickerson eating a chicken nugget.
Yeah, dude. just a minute of him eating 20 nuggets right in a row. Perfect.
I'm gonna do it the day before
Yeah.
Tennessee State's too.
No, awful. All right, well, I know you got to go, Chris. Thanks for coming on the show. We'll talk to you soon, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man. We'll
that
see you in a
sounds
couple
good.
months.
Thank you all for having me.
Good luck, man.
Yeah,
Say hi to
man.
Brittany
Good to see
for
you,
us.
Chris.
Bye.
Will-
Woo! That was fun. Yeah, he was on the
man.
way to something. He shoot me a text. He was like, "Yo, we got to do this pretty quick. I got like 15 minutes tops." So
Yeah, cool. It
Right,
sounded like
like
he
his
was going.
raps
It
then.
sounded like they were going to the players meeting, probably. Right.
oh yeah, that's
To
probably he goes
7
we're up the
o'clock.
country club. Yeah.
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
Some comments. Let's see what we got for comments here. Oh, look at everybody. As soon as Chris is off, everyone's like, "Here's my plug. Here's my plug." Felix Vega will be in Nashville. Brandy Bomblin. Boomtown sponsor sign up is next Wednesday. I love it.
Yeah, that's for
There you go.
everybody, not just Chris Dickerson, but yeah,
Yeah, I know.
next
I know.
Wednesday, May 4th.
Perfect.
Get in where you
Perfect.
fit in. I know you won't be there, Adam, this year.
No, I know. I'm missing Boomtown this year. That's news to that's a Frolfcenter exclusive. I have a wedding I have to go to in
Sorry to
California.
drop
So
it on you, but
it sucks. I gotta go play Golden Gate Park and then go to Napa Valley. It's awful. It's
I
terrible.
hate to hear it. I hate to hear
I
it.
hate to hear it. I don't get to watch Tall Matt drink wine in the rain at Boomtown again. I don't get to watch Cody in a gold suit.
That's my first memory of Tall Matt.
Him just drinking wine in the rain. just getting
Drinking
pulled
wine,
up.
smoking a cigar.
Oh, it was
He
one
was
of the
still smoking a
greatest.
cigar too.
He was just like, and he was like ready. Like he was just like, I'm having a good weekend. I don't care what happens. I'm gonna sit here and have a good time. That's
He
how
enjoyed it too. He enjoyed it too.
Stokes Ram, I love your comment. That's dumb. You host Worlds, you don't get another Elite Series that season. Yeah, absolutely. Like, how in the world is Worlds going to be somewhere where you've already had a tournament 2 months before, 3 months before?
Right. Like, what's the incentive to have it in any other tournament? Like, it's an incentive to host Worlds because you can get that revenue, so to say, for a lack of better term.
Yeah.
Revenue coming in from spectators, players, their family coming in for Worlds. And
This feels
now
political, man. Emporia's got a lot of disc golf money, man.
It sure does.
They
And
just
they've
gave
got it on- they've got it-
Ricky and Kona a lot of it too.
And a helicopter.
Oh, and a helicopter. Yeah, and a helicopter. Man,
Yeah, I'm anxious to see it this week. Well, any predictions for DD?
I think Stokely is going to do better than Brody Smith at this one because I think Stokely's smarter about the win than Brody is. Although I have to say, Brody took 25th at Jonesboro, and Brody had like always, really good round, not so good round, round. Like he's calming down. He's getting a little better. I'm not going to say anything nice about him, but I will say I think him in 25th and Stokely in, I think, 110th surprised the shit out of me this weekend. But Stokely says he's fucking with his putt. He's trying to get his putt back together, so we'll see what happens. I made that real bold prediction in the beginning of the year with Scott Stokely, and I'm hoping he comes back and proves me right. But
yeah. We'll see. I'm curious to see this. I'm anxious to see this skins match they just did today.
Yeah, it sounded all the little chatter. Everyone was very excited about how it went.
Yeah.
So
I can't wait to see it.
Kristen Tatar wins FPO. That's what is this your prediction, Paul? I think this is a prediction.
I mean, we've already talked about this. That she wins by at least 7. So I give her at least 5.
She wins by 4. If Evelina gets second place, she wins by 11. If it's anyone else but Evelina. Evelina's going to crush Emporia.
No, absolutely not.
You don't think so?
She'll crush it off the tee. Yeah.
Yeah, and then everyone else is going to be laying up their putts with an overstable mid-range because no one's putting in Emporia. So it's perfect for her.
If Evelina would lay up, that'd be great.
But I mean, I'm saying in Emporia with that win, she's going to have to. That's what I'm saying.
Think so?
Yeah. I think so. I think if everyone gets nerfed, if the whole thing, if you have the great equalizer, if you can't putt, then Evelina is gonna show out. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. I'm not impressed with the putt, and she needs
her putt's not good. But I'm saying if everyone else in the field, if no one's putting, if everyone's laying up from anything 20 feet out,
I think you've got players like Owen Scoggins and Kristen Tatar who are good at putting in the wind.
Tatar is very good at it. Owen's good at it. I think Holly Finley's pretty good at it.
I think Holly Finley's really good at it as well.
She puts a very narrow putter.
And she's got some good distance this year. I mean, seemed like she was almost preparing for Emporia this year.
Here we go. That's like saying Simon's going to win. I mean, he could.
Simon's putt's looking better than it did before he had a kid.
And he throws as far as anybody else. This one's tight. Drew Gibson wins MPO in a playoff. With who? Garrett Gerthy? Are you just picking stocky dudes? Like, what's going on here? I'm calling for Kona as a dark horse FPO pick. I could see Kona's due. Kona's due.
I think she's still struggling with the bag, man.
I don't know if it's that, man. She's got, I said this at another time. I
really haven't watched enough of it, but that would be my guess.
I'm kind of wondering. I mean, her life has changed immensely, right? First of all, and second of all, she's also planning a wedding. Like she's got like life changes outside of disc golf,
right,
that are happening too. And I think there's a lot going on there. I don't want to say it's all.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah, Billy Donovan. I played it in Emporia. It's intimidating to putt in the wind. I can come and go on the drop of a hat. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 30-mile-an-hour gust all of a sudden turns a routine 30-footer into a
30-foot roll away.
Questionable what you're doing with your life situations.
Absolutely. If you guys are in the chat and have anything else you want us to talk about, speak now or forever hold your peace. I think we're just about through here. I do want to say up on the we didn't put anything up yet. We go to frolfer.com right now. We have a new article up. It's a little visitor guide for anyone coming to Sweetwater 420 Fest. It's going to tell you about the best spots to eat right next to the festival, the best spots to eat if you're going to not be at if you're going to be able to travel around away from the festival. It tells you about the disc golf courses in Atlanta, all one of them. It talks about the best disc golf courses if you're going to drive outside of the city and go check out a couple of them. We just did a little like disc-friendly visitor guide, so check it out, frolfer.com. I'm going to put that link here in the chat for everybody. Stokesgram wants to know, who's the best MPO wind putter? I know. Eagle's good. Eagle's a good answer. I don't hate Vinny in the wind.
I don't like Vinny in the wind.
You don't? Yeah. I think he's just got a lot of his is a very
Chris Dickerson.
Dabby, yeah.
We just had him on the show.
Chris Daggerson, Yeah. Here we go. KJ USA.
Dickerson.
I don't know. KJ's got to go a little high sometimes for the wind.
I just don't like that lob putt. The Ricky, the Calvin, the KJ, the lob putt in the wind is just not. Alden's a very good spin putter and
Yeah.
can throw very far. He's good. He's also a good pick to be in the mix at DDO. Here's a fun
Oh,
fact.
yeah.
Do you know the guy's only got 3 bogeys across Tallahassee, W.R. Jackson, and Jonesboro?
3 bogeys.
3 bogeys.
How many
3
doubles?
tournaments. Actually, Music City as well is
Oh,
involved
wow.
in this.
Here we go. Vinny's from Tampa Bay. True. Cody keeps saying Conrad. Conrad's a good putter. In the wind, I don't know that I really will see it this weekend.
Actually, that's not.
He's dead nuts on his putts, but I just don't know. I don't know what the wind's going to do to him. Should be good.
If
And
it's
plus,
across,
it's
if he's putting himself in like crosswinds, like I think James is out the door. But if it's a headwind or tailwind, he's decent.
Yeah, Paul, that
that's
happened.
right. He did triple bogey 18.
Yeah, you're right. It's not a bogey. Just like, so Paul Bell came up with this thing the other day at For Fridays. He's like, well, so if I'm going to bogey and I purposefully missed and get a double, do I still go bogey free for the free beer?
I mean, a double bogey is a bogey.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It's just double of a bogey. Yeah. Paul Macbeth is a good win putter. That's true.
Okay, so yeah, prior to that triple bogey, Alden was 3 over through his last 3 tournaments.
Yeah, I mean that's an incredible stat. I don't know if you can find that stat with anyone else. So,
welcome to Frolfcenter, bro.
Well, what's that?
Welcome to Frolfcenter, bro.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if you're finding with us. That's good. What else? Joe Costa says party at Lula on Friday night. Yeah, I think Joe's cooking up there. That'll be fun. If it wasn't 9 hours by horse from my house, I might be there.
9 hours by horse? It's 3.
It's so far, dude. It's so far.
What are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing? Not a damn thing. I have For Fridays. I might go to Sunday service. That's probably about it. Oh yeah, here we go. Austin can't make it down Fridays because he works and lives in OTP.
Sheesh, yeah, you know me.
But
I would have made Frolfcenter Sunday had I not been practicing for Lula last month.
Yeah. Also, I don't know. It's shorts this week. I don't know if you want to put your rating on the line for short pads rated round.
And I'll be playing in a tournament round that weekend.
Oh, you will.
So. Oh, yeah, Longs next weekend. I'll be there.
Oh, Longs next weekend. Yeah, Longs will be a week from this Sunday. So.
Unless I make a tea time prior.
Oh, I'll be at oh no. So the 7th I got AGGO, 14th and 15th we've got Masters out in Douglasville. Yeah, the Barry one.
Central.
No, that's that one. Cool. I think, dude, that's all I got. You got anything else?
No, man. It's been a wonderful Tuesday spent with you guys here at Frolfcenter, Frolfcenter Magazine. I'm Austin Lytle. Again, follow all our socials. Sorry, Adam, I keep.
Oh, you're good. No, you're good. Take it away.
I think I'm done here for the night. And
go buy your disc. Where can I buy your discs?
Hit me up.
Yeah, just hit up Austin for the disc. You out of here?
Frolfcenter. We don't have any on the website. I guess it's that doggone good disc golf and contrast artist nails. That's where the frisbees are at. Later, guys.
See you, dude. I'm Adam. Thanks for watching. Like I said, go to frolfer.com. Check out that article about the Atlanta. It's kind of all the favorite places I like to go, and I'm just kind of telling people because I'm a disc golfer who likes craft beer and listens to music. So I'm like, well, this will resonate with somebody, right? So go check that out. Billy Donovan says something about merch. Brandy Boblin's talking about Chat Point. Yeah, there we go. You can get Austin's discs at Chat or Point on Mondays. I don't know if that's doubles or singles. Brandy will probably put that in the comments. Yeah, we do have Frolfer gear. You can go to frolfer.com, and there's a little tab that says buy stuff. You can go there and buy stuff. I like to put a little box, candy in the box too, some stickers, some pins, stuff like that. So check it out. Love you guys. I'm Adam. Talk to you
later. Choppers, can I get a fucking oh yeah? Thank you.